Megan, I don't like being lied to. This entire case has been interesting because it's been everywhere for years, even if you're not looking for it. So, let me get this straight. Megan worked for Rock Nation and they tried to sign Tory under some kind of deal. Management, distribution, whatever it was, they wanted in on Tory's buzz. Tory refused and went independent. Then he started teaching.
Yes, nigga. Yes, I know you see it. Yes. Y'all gotta understand what's going on right now. If you don't understand it, you don't understand it. That's cool. It's not on me. It's not on me. At the start of this, I told you, I'm not gonna beg you to make this fucking money. Yes, nigga. You know what's crazy? I sat there, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I sat there and I wondered for a long time, yo, how am I get back, bro? How am I get back right? They took every single avenue away from me. They took the playlisting away from me. They took every single thing they could take away from me. And you know what I said, bro? I sat there. I said, you know what? This isn't on me. This isn't a me thing no more. This isn't a Tory versus the world. This isn't that. You know what I did? I immediately went to praying. I immediately went to straight praying. The first thing I prayed and I said, God, show me a way. Show me a way. Just show me how I can get through here. Show me a way. Show me something that's different. Show me when the world is standing against me, show me a different way. And I prayed, I kept praying. And God told me he was going to bless me 1,000 times over. To the point one day I'm praying my nigga. And one day I'm all praying and it gets to this standpoint where I'm like, yo, I'll just start, it's like God just starts speaking through me and he's telling me, and I'm praying with my man E, and I'm like, and God's speaking through me, he's just like, y'all are about to step into something that you can't even fathom the blessings of. Like, you can't even fathom what this is about to be. You can't fathom what this is. And at the time I didn't understand it because, you know, they was blocking me in every kind of way. And for a second, I said, I'm not going to question it. I'm just have my faith and I'm going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And every time they try to stop me, I just kept praying. I just kept going. Y'all not understanding what's going on. Let me fully explain this to you. I told y'all, $1 for the NFTs, right? I sold these shits to my fans for $1. People came, some people bought 20, some people bought 5, some people bought 60. It doesn't matter how much you bought. It was only $1. You spent $60, you bought 60. I need y'all to understand. One of those copies right now is going for 50,000, 60,000, 60,000. Yo, my nigga, and these are sold. They're sold. Go look at the list right now and see how small the sellers list is getting. Y'all don't understand what the fuck is going on? Y'all don't understand I just cracked the fucking industry? Y'all don't understand I just cracked this shit? I just cracked this whole shit. It's cracked. It's over. I cracked the whole shit. It's over. It's over. No more middleman. All y'all artists out there, fuck your label. Fuck the nigga that's telling you, yo, you gotta wait for this day on Spotify and on this. Fuck that. Nigga, it's over. Y'all gonna get paid, and your fans gonna get paid, and they gonna keep coming to you. Why? Because y'all making money together. This the digital trap house. Welcome, niggas. You're fucking welcome. We here. You understand why I'm going so crazy? I can't believe I did this shit my fucking self.
The record label did not like that, so this whole Meg thing came about. Before I speak on Meg, hear me out. I knew about her before she blew up like that, but was on the way. She had a song called Work It Like a Stallion that came up in a video up next in like 2017 or so randomly. I listened to it, could see she was, talented, and checked out some of her other songs. None of them are really memorable to me, but I acknowledged at the time she could flow and she wasn't just talking about her cootie and booty. Just wasn't my type of music. Also, before I speak on Tory, I do like him as an artist, but have not sat down and listened to his bodies of work. I just like his raps and when he was battling Don Q and Joyner back in the day. Back in the day, like, might as well just say 2017, 2018. But anyway, also his jabs at my man's Cassidy was funny and that song was fire.
Face. I remember nights when my dog told me that he used to want the red Wraith. Now we pissing on the Wraith, nigga. We done made a nigga ain't a fair race, nigga. Ho. Yeah. $40,000 spent it all at strokers. Fuck up at that door, we might slap up the promoters. Old niggas talking and I ain't hearing them, I put phantom. I leave cash body in that casket, his career's in. My prime to your prime, dog, it's no comparison. What you gon' compare? Some smack DVD appearances? Ding, 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 15 seconds of fame is up. Was in them hotels with R. Kelly, we should flame you up.
So there you go. I came into it pretty much neutral with liking Tory a bit more, but I was hearing all sides and what was transpiring before forming my own opinion. Basically, if Tory really shot Meg, throw him under the jail. But at the same time, if Meg is lying, there needs to be some kind of consequence because this whole story is so wild and drawn out. Still, I never really believed Tory shot Megan. First off, Megan lied about sleeping with Tory.
And did you have an intimate relationship with him?
Like sexual?
Yeah. Megan, did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory.
A few years later.
Yes, bitch, I lied to Gayle King, bitch. First of all, I didn't know that bitch was even gonna ask me about that shit. Bitch, she's always gonna talk about this shooting. Why'd you ask me about fucking Tory? That's not what this is about. Even if I was, I fucked this nigga like once, maybe twice on a drunk night. Bitch, you kept catching me out of my fucking mind.
I'm not saying that that's really all that deep, but that's lie number one still. Lie number two is she says she stepped on glass.
And they say to you, what happened here?
I don't remember everything they said to me, but I remember them asking me what's happening, what happened to you, and I didn't want them to kill any of us or shoot any of us. So I just said I stepped on glass.
Lie number three, she said that Tory pointed the gun. Well, I'll just let you tell it. It sounds like some Looney Tunes shit. I'm just gonna be honest. Pardon my French.
I get out the car and it's like everything happens so fast. And all I hear is this man screaming. He said, dance. And he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God.
And the final lie that's worth mentioning, lie number four, the most obvious lie of them all.
People, y'all work. Oh, so worry about it. Yes, this nigga Tory shot me. You shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying and shit.
Now, have you noticed that Meg has been all over the internet and lives going on Gayle King, being on TV and all that? Is Gayle King on TV? I'm not sure. Anyway, I know she got a platform, a pretty decent platform. She went viral, talking about, just saying her piece. We all saw it, even if you didn't want to see it, Well, let's hear Tory's side of things.
But anyways, let's get into this. I want to get into this because it's very important for me to just say this. I'm not here to bash this woman. I'm not here to come down on this woman. I'm not here to disrespect her or throw her under the bus, but it comes to a certain standpoint where I just can't let my character be assassinated for things that are not even really true, and for falsified narratives and information. Let's start this off. When the original report came out, and it was a TMZ report about this, that, and the third, and there was gunshots in Kylie Jenner's house, and Tory Lanez goes to jail. They gave y'all all the facts of the juice of Tory Lanez going to jail, and this, that, and the third, and Megan getting arrested, and da-da-da-da. 2 days after that, I get a call from Rock Nation that says, yo, we heard you're gonna make a statement about what happened, and it'd be in your best interest if you don't make that statement. So I'm like, oh, okay, I don't understand what the issue of me telling my fans, like, yo, look, it's not that serious of a deal. I went to jail for whatever this is. Like, I didn't get for that 2 days why that was an issue. 2 days later, the TMZ report come out. TMZ reports, and have the surveillance now. Now they see the video of the arrest. You see Megan, you see me, and you see it's all sprawled out on the ground in bathing suits and blah, blah, blah. And everything I'm saying is public record. You can go back and look at this shit. You can go back and see it. Like, you feel me? She then comes out and says, yo, the narrative of me getting cut by glass, it's just not true. She doesn't point at nobody or anybody or say anything or anything like that. She just says the narrative that whatever came out of me being cut by glass is not true. I was shot in my feet with the intention to harm me and put harm and danger upon me. And then she says, yo, you know, and the thing about the whole jury thing is like, my bad. She knew that it wasn't a situation where, like, she knew she had to do certain sympathetic things, I guess, to push the narrative. And I don't know who told her to do certain things like that. And I'm not the one who's trying to, like, ever point the finger at anybody. Now, she posts a picture of a foot. And she posts this picture of a foot. There's no exit wound. There's a lot of inconsistencies in the story. And she says under the post, you see, I got shot in the back of my foot because when I was walking away from the car, she says she puts this in capital letters. She says, I was walking away from the car and I got shot in the back of my foot. She doesn't ever show the other foot that she claims she got shot in. And I'm not trying to, again, I hate that this is coming off like I'm trying to come for her and whatever cases, but this is what I'm having to endure and watch when I'm knowing certain facts. So it gets to, you know, it gets to this place where I'm just like, bro, like, this is not me, and I don't deserve this. Like, I don't deserve to have to go through this. Like, I never have been somebody who's had domestic cases. I've never hit no woman. I've never had abusive cases with no woman. You can't pull those type of facts up on me. I don't have those. When all this starts happening, LA Times, okay? This is put in public information. LA Times puts out an article, and in the article they say, you know, this is the initial report. 2 sources close to the investigation said that she got cut by glass, and she said that she got cut by glass. So then it's like, people see that, okay, hold on, they're saying on the initial police report with Officer Santiago, whatever his name is, you can go look this up, this is on LA Times. That's when it gets to this point where it says, okay, yo, they reported no gunfire wound in her foot. They just reported a woman with a foot injury. So you gotta understand, like, this is what's in their initial police report. Fuck all the Instagram, fuck the other shit. This is just what's in the police report. You then say, oh, well, I was trying to protect this black man, so I never said nothing. I didn't want them to shoot me. I didn't want them to kill me. Okay, but when me and Kelsey and Quan were over there being questioned, you were in a stretcher. No one is going to shoot you in a stretcher. You had plenty of time to tell the cops that you were in danger. You had plenty of time. I'm not protecting somebody who just heinously shot me after a conversation that we just had. My mind is not on protecting you. I'm bleeding from my feet. I'm thinking about protecting my own life, and I'm in danger. Why would you not say that with 2 feet bleeding from 2 bullet holes, from what you're saying? I don't understand that. And then there's this whole narrative of, you know, like, I didn't want to put this black man on you know, I didn't want to get him in trouble. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm protecting this man, and he keeps talking. And so now, you know, he keeps getting his media team to start doing certain things to make me look incredible and to smear me. And to make him look good and to make it look like I'm not. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, have I been around in the last 3 months saying anything? Have you seen in the last 3 months one article that made me look good during this? One? Have you seen it?
Very suspicious. Extremely suspicious. And you mean to tell me that Tory's lawyer Sean Hawley was working for Roc Nation the whole time though? And she was trying to talk to him into a plea deal? Diabolical. Shout out to Tory, don't copyright me, please, homie.
Let's talk on a higher level. Put me in the grave, forgot to go out and buy a shovel. Rituals, Wicca, and witchcraft on the highest level. All that divination, never step up to God level. All of the artists that y'all Geppetto were all devils. I just wasn't going for that cause I'm all rebel. No strings attached, I'm independent on all levels. Pinocchio contracts in the back, they was all severed. Sean Hawley, that's the name I would call special. Only a special person can rep you and one dead you. Go to your DNA expert and say don't test you. You fully excluded but inconclusive is what she tells you. The DA's first offer was 9 years. The second it was 6 at 85, about 5 years. My lawyer keep on pressing me to take it. I'm like, nah, I ain't do the crime, so I'ma sit it down right here. She's losing my bail hearings, I feel feel like it's on purpose. I begin to side eye, I'm seeing what's on surface. She's a black woman, so hey, I say I trust it. But at what point is it you did me dusted? Working for my accuser and working for me. All of the information I give is at ROC. Y'all have my lawyer in y'all pocket, she's circling T's. And that's why Megan always talk like jail was certain for me. It's cause y'all paid for them 10 years, let's keep it honest. My judge sitting at the brunch like a plea college. And y'all was seeing outcomes and he was seeing dollars. Why would they go to this extent? Please forgive him, Father. As soon as I realized you saw it coming, you started to look back on your tracks and got them covered. You knew that I found out what you did right before the trial. You quit before I fired you and did it with a smile.
Really? Man, look. If all this still looks okay to you, then do not worry. We are not done. So, Tory gets convicted on 3 charges, and 2 of them has to do with him firing the firearm. The last charge is him possessing a concealed firearm. But here's the thing. Tory didn't touch the gun, y'all. So, what an F is this? Look, I am a law-abiding citizen. I have only been to jail once, but the assault charge did not stick, so my record clean. Complicated, but just letting y'all know, I do not know how severely felons are punished for even being near a gun. Not even touching it. No fingerprints, if somebody has one, you just happen to be there. All I'm saying is there's a chance Tory didn't even know Kelsey or Meg had a gun. So, if that happens to be the case, should Tory be doing a decade in prison? Seriously? And the last thing is that Tory got shanked 14 times all around his body around the time this information was coming out to the public. The bodyguard of Meg came forward out of guilt and said that Kelsey had the gun and shot it.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Miss Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others, and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Miss Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun.
Kelsey was granted immunity. Megan, this is not good karma. Rock Nation, the devil. Free Tory. Cancel Meg.
People, y'all work. Oh, so worry about it. Yes, this nigga Tory shot me. You shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying and shit.